instead of questioning like the fact that we are still alive and doing better, shows that the system is working. Yes, it diverted from the equilibrium, and my thinking is it will keep diverting in the future, because there is no one solution or no one formula which if you follow you will always be at equilibrium. But the role of the regulators and the governments should be to minimize that diversion from the keys from the equilibrium. Coming to let's say what we have done and how it is important, what we can do in our system. I will not touch upon the central banking part and the bankers part. I will again concentrate on the government's part, what they should be doing, and also I will put it some blame or some expectation from this house. I think the key thing which government has to do, maybe in that 10-year plan and 20-year plan, is to create an environment in which private sector will take care of the growth. And that environment is reducing the inequality, be it between genders, be it between poor and the rich. That should be the key focus which will provide the platform for the long run. How they can do it? There are ways, let's say what government is right now doing the same NREGA program. It's a good program. It gives a safety net to the poor. He can think well. A lot of people blame it because of that there is inflation, because of that guy will not work. I don't think that's general human psychology. General human psychology is not that if I get 100 rupees I will not work. General psychology is, okay, if I get 100 rupees now, I'm happy for the day. He can remain happy for a year. Next year he will want to do more, and he will be, by giving him the basic safety net, you are enabling him to think beyond how I am going to get my next meal. He will concentrate on the children's education. His next aspiration will be how to get better health care for his children. And these are the issues which is going to guide us how we look like after maybe 10 years or 20 years. So all the programs which government runs can definitely should focus on that. And I think the key thing is education, that is knowledge. See, all of us in this room are here because maybe some percentage will be because of our ancestral wealth, but I would say majority, maybe 80% is because of our knowledge, because of what we learned because of our education process. Government should focus more on that and distribute this knowledge. This is easier to distribute. It just needs less of wealth, more of intention. I think that should be one of the key focus of government policies for the longer run. The other thing which I want to point out here is the role of academics in our country. In this room, if I conduct a quiz, tell me the name of maybe 10 international or 10 American economists, many people will be able to tell. If I ask, let's say, tell me who is the guy who runs the economics department, one of the IIMs or one of the big institutes, nobody will be able to tell that. But you will be able to tell me who is the professor in Stanford, the professor in MIT. I think that culture has to come to our country, and who can bring, it is the professors who can bring. Like whatever we think, whatever we do in our day-to-day life and work, to a great extent, is how we have been guided during these 2 years. And the same rule applies for the professors to do for themselves. Yes, there are journals written, but it is not marketed well, not distributed or shared with the general public. They have to take that leadership, be in collaboration with the government or be a collaboration among themselves, and make that platform a much stronger platform wherein they can voice their independent views irrespective of the fear of government. I can tell you 10 different strategies. I can criticize government, I can criticize even central bank, but I will not do it because my organization will not permit me to do it openly in a public forum, to criticize the government or criticize the central bank. And none of the organizations will allow you to do it. If anybody is truly independent with the knowledge, that is the academic circle. I think they should take more responsibility in educating the people, in persuading the government to take better steps. By going to the public, they will do two positive things. One, they educate the public, which is good for them. They educate their thought process, what is good, right for them in the long run, what is bad for them in the long run. The second positive thing they do is they make the job of the politicians easier. The politicians still thinking about 2014 election, is not thinking about 2024 because there is no acceptance of this 2024 thought process with the general public. If he does something good for the long run for the country, which will be good in 2025, whether he is going to get vote? No, because the public doesn't understand that. So if we educate, create the public awareness for what is good for the long run, maybe the politicians will be little more amenable towards taking longer term decisions than shorter term decisions. The other thing academics can do is they know what is this. They are the only community who understands what is happening, be it however complex like the financial system or be it simple things what government are doing or not. They understand everything. And they can think about it dispassionately. I can think about it, but I will have still a vested interest about what is my company's position, what is my position, what will benefit me more and what will benefit my shareholders. But those restrictions are not there for the academics. They will be, so because of this, they will be in a better position to identify if any crisis is brewing at a very early stage and create awareness among the public, among the central bankers, among the economy politicians to take corrective action. It is happening in the globally, worldwide. Maybe we should also put more effort in that area. And coming to near-term problems, like let's say between 2004 to 2006, there are 2 problems which used to be highlighted more often. That is, one is US housing problem, potential housing problem, and the other potential problem used to be global trade imbalance. I think one crisis has blown out. The other thing which needs attention is the global trade imbalance, which Supta also pointed out. Maybe the academics, central banks, and multilateral agencies like IMF, World Bank, WTO, they should focus on that problem before it becomes too late. And I am of the great believer that these changes can happen in a better way if the general public is involved. Be it their education process, be it their awareness process, be it their acceptance of long-term policies which may not benefit them in the very short term.